With the winter transfer window about to close in England, good time to call on Herculez Gomez and Craig Burley to discuss a potential move for the Mexican international Raul Jimenez. He's been linked to plenty of big clubs in England, also around Europe. But Craig, I want to start with you on this because the whole premise of this segment is that now is the time for Raul Alonso Jimenez to move on from Wolves. Do you agree, Craig? Is he ready for a big club?
Well, can I get to that point in a minute, Sebi? But, you know, you've made a bit of an effort. I've got a collar and tie on. Can we do this segment with somebody in Miami? He's dressed like a candy bar. What's he wearing? Herculez Gomez.
It's like 90 degrees plus humidity here. What do you want me to come in a tie and a coat?
He's not taking this segment
Have some
serious.
humanity, Craig.
You've not taken this serious. You've turned up. You've just slung anything on. You went, oh, this'll do. Look at this stripy thing. This
is an actual effort, my friend.
That's an effort. You've changed. When you were living in Connecticut, you used to dress well, you used to eat well, and
You're
you used
right.
to live well.
My pigmentation, I actually have a little bit of color now.
Right,
I've seen the sun.
Let me get back to... by the way, let me get back to Raul Jimenez. Is there no originality about this question? Because I was stood in this very spot. I would say... about a month ago, Sebi, and you asked me, guess what, about Raul Jimenez.
Is he ready?
There's other players out there, so why don't you just scroll back in the video and use
Craig,
the answer?
Can I tell you why he's asking you about Raul Jimenez?
Why?
Let me tell you really quickly the Mexican players that Sebi loves that are not playing. Chucky Lozano, Edson Alvarez, Eric Gutierrez, Diego Lainez. This is why he's asking about Raul Jimenez. He's the only one playing.
Okay, here we go with this. Classic Mexican media attacking the players. Craig, is he ready for a big move? Answer the question.
Yeah, listen. Are you blind? Seriously. What did I say the last time? Of course he's ready. Did you see his goal against Liverpool a week or so ago? Did you see it?
Thing of beauty.
Thing of beauty. Not just the header. What about the build-up play? What about the quick feet to go around Andy Robertson and then the ball? I love this guy. I think he's a great player. I mean, but the bottom line is, as this transfer window sort of runs out, is Wolves have got a realistic chance of getting into the top four, right? Champions League football. And they're still in the Europa League. I hear some people, they scoff at that, the Europa League. But that's big for a club like Wolves. And they've got a realistic chance of going all the way and potentially winning it, because here's what, they're a good side. They're a really good side. And if they sell Raul Jimenez, that's going to be a problem. Now, come the summer, Sebi, I think that's a different ball game.
How big of a club, Craig? That's what I want to know. How big of a club are we talking?
Oh, well, listen. Well, for example, would Raul Jimenez get in the Man United team at the moment?
Yes, of course.
Would he get in the Chelsea team at the moment?
I don't know if I'd like to see him in Man United.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to bring up a colleague of ours, Alex Pareja, who works at ESPN Deportes. He brought up a very good possibility for Raul Jimenez in Barcelona. And at first I scoffed. But then you start looking at it, and you look at his trajectory, the type of player he is, how he could fit into said system, and maybe it makes sense. The only knock you have against, or I would have against Raul Jimenez, and maybe a move like Barcelona, would be his track record. He's 28 years old right now, going to be 29. This is a player that in Liga MX did very well, but then he goes to Portugal, not so well. Atletico, not so well. So he's found a niche situation right now.
He's scoring goals
That's
now.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That would be the only knock on his potential. Can he do Barcelona, and plus his age? When Luis Suarez went, and I'll compare the skill sets because I think they're very similar in how they can associate players in the final third. Luis Suarez was much younger with a much more proven track record, both club and country, when he went to Barcelona, but I think he actually would be a great fit.
Sebi,
Greg, Jimenez to Barcelona, you like it?
Sebi, he's stealing my line from a month ago when I said he reminds me a little bit of Luis Suarez in his movements.
I do remember that. You're right.
But you've nicked my line. You've stolen it. You've just taken all my material that I've got left, and you've run off with it.
I told you Alex Pareja of ESPN International, ESPN Deportes, was the one who went on television and mentioned it. I actually forgot it that you actually compared him to Luis Suarez, and you're right. I will give you credit for that.
I don't compare him to Luis Suarez. Are great, but just some of his mannerisms and movement and his link-up play. I mean, Luis Suarez is out. He could do a job at Barcelona. I think there's a lot of clubs that are going to be in. You look at what clubs are in for. 1, guy to score goals. 2, guy that can link up. 3, guy who's got physicality about him as well. And 4, someone who's still at a good age. You know, I would say he's at his peak. He's not somebody that you're going to buy and then 4 or 5 years down the line, clearly you're going to get
and
millions
he's in
back
form.
for him.
Most importantly, he's in form.
He's in form.
Let me ask about one of the biggest links, and that is to Arsenal, with the idea that Aubameyang might actually move to Barcelona. They would need a replacement.
Yeah.
Craig, you talk about Wolves being a good team. Would Arsenal be a lateral move from Wolves, given how poor Arsenal is right now for Jimenez? Or would that still be a step up?
Well, I don't see Aubameyang going to Barcelona. I like Aubameyang, but I don't think he's that kind of player. Oh, who knows these days? But
Jimenez is a better fit at Barcelona than Aubameyang, yeah?
Correct. But well, in terms of what kind of player he is, you know. But the question about Arsenal is interesting because, you know, obviously if you look at Wolves and Arsenal, Wolves are a better side at the moment under Nuno Santo, Espirito Santo. However, Arsenal are potentially a bigger club. Well, they are a bigger club.
Massive club.
And potentially going to have a better team down the line, depending how Arteta does with the recruitment. So I think Arsenal would be something that Jimenez would be interested in, to answer your question.
Herc, he's also been linked to Chelsea. Arsenal or Chelsea? You got 2 London clubs to choose from. Which one you think would be a better fit?
I think Arsenal, style of play, and then you just go to Chelsea and you're thinking, Chelsea every year is going to try to drop a bomb in the transfer window. He's just going to be up against more pressure. More of these players see their way out than really, you know, fitting in. I'd go with Arsenal if I was Raul Jimenez, just because I think skill set wise and traditionally it's a better fit, but I don't really like either move for him. Listen, I know it's crazy. I know it's out there. But Barcelona, Raul Jimenez, something about this just says it fits. Now, it's up to them to pull the trigger on. You're going to take the unproven track record. You're going to take a chance on that. I know they're looking at Rodrigo. I think he's a better fit than Rodrigo. But it's a chance that maybe could pay off.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.